Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum everyone. Welcome back to Inventory Management Portal. This is Ali Raza and today is our lecture number 32, and today we are going to see how can we write the query for generating the purchase invoice report, and if the time allows us then we'll see the report for the purchase invoice also. So let's start and have a look what we have today. Alright guys, so let's go to the SQL and select inventory DB, then SQL, and here we have to write a query with joins. So let us write a beautiful query for purchase invoice. So select from purchase invoice PI, and let us write here PI dot ID as purchase ID as the alias. Okay, let me go down. Okay, now PI dot date as date, then PI dot supplier ID as supplier if I need the ID for future purposes. Now inner join suppliers SUP and on SUP dot supplier ID is equals to PI dot supplier ID, and here I am going to pass SUP dot supplier name as the supplier. Okay, and if I want to get the supplier details like phone number, etc., etc., so let's take the phone as well. So phone, so these are some details that I have I've got. Okay, now suppliers, I have skipped on keyword, that's fine. Now what else I need here? I need here the, you can say, purchase invoice details PID on PI dot purchase ID is equals to PID dot purchase ID. Now what else I need to fetch? PID dot, you see we have the product ID, but we don't have the product name, so we have to take that as well. So product ID, and let's join the products table as well. So inner join products P on P dot pro ID is equals to PID dot pro ID, and where else we need to get the name? Yes, here. So P dot product name, so product name is also fetched product. Okay, now after this, after joining the products, we need to call the other things. PID dot per price as per price, and then we need to pass PID dot quantity as quantity, then we need to pass the inner join for categories CAT on CAT dot category ID is equals to PID dot category ID. Similarly, we have to add inner join for you can get the sizes SI on SI dot ID is equals to PID dot size ID, then inner join colors CO on CO dot color ID is equals to PID dot color ID. Okay, quantity, price, everything I have joined now. So let's select here quantity. After the quantity we need CAT dot category name, so category, comma, SI dot size name as size, comma, we need the CO dot color name as color. Okay, and here let's remove the product ID. We don't need product ID and the supplier ID also, so let's remove this. After this we need to get the, we have taken the price now, quantity is also taken, everything is all has been successfully picked up. So let's execute this, but we need to mention that when I save the purchase invoice, this query should load automatically the last details of this. Okay, so how can I get that? We can write here where, sorry, order by and PI dot ID descending limit 1. But the problem is how can I get the first record, because we have the multiple products also. So how can we do that? Let me show you. We can write here where. Okay, so where, and we can write here PI dot ID, and we have to pick up the last ID. Okay, so I'm going to apply the subquery here. So let's write here select from purchase invoice, because I want the last purchase invoice, PI order by PI dot purchase ID descending, but limit is 1. Okay, so the last purchase invoice that has been generated will be picked up and passed to this, and this data will be fetched. Okay, so let's try to check what's the output of this query by executing this. So let's copy this query first for future references. So you see it shows me an error, and it says that there's a syntax error. Okay, let's check what's the syntax error. Okay, the problem is I haven't specified the column name, so pi.id, because I have to pass the ID to this where. So that's fine. Now copy, and let's click on the go button and check what's the output. So you see what we got. We got the supplier, we got the phone number, we got the product, we got the quantity. So the last data is coming to us. Okay, but because we have only one product, that's why the price and the quantity is coming something like this. So now this is the thing, guys, that we need to pass to our report. So let's edit this query inline and increase the size and put, let me zoom, okay, like this. Now delimiter / and semicolon at the end, and here we can write / delimiter, and then we have to make the procedure here. So create procedure st underscore get last purchase invoice data round brackets, and then we have to write begin, and then we have to mention here end before delimiter end. Okay, that's it. So that's my complete stored procedure for getting the last purchase invoice. Okay, so copy this, and now let's click on the go button. So it's showing me an error with the delimiter. Okay, let's check delimiter / yes, the space. Okay, now that's fine, and let's click on the go button. Now it's you see that it says that it already exists. That means that my procedure has been successfully created, get last purchase invoice. So copy. Now let's go to the SQL, and here write call, paste the procedure, semicolon, and execute whether it is working or not. So you see the stored procedure is working, and it gives me the last purchase invoice. Okay, so now we have to go and create the report inside the you can say the project. So let's open the project and click on the report example. Because we have already done in the previous lecture, I have demonstrated you how can we do this. So you can see that's the page for report example, but I'm utilizing this page for purchase invoice report. So let's try to move this, get last purchase invoice, and here I wanted to load the records like this. Okay, so let's remove this line and make it simple. Okay, so the pages has been added, the connection has been created, the font is this, it should be bold, and it is of size 10. Okay, now when this query has been successfully executed, what will happen? The result will be stored inside this res. Then we have taken the records, and if the rows are greater than 0, then we have fetched the records inside the row. Now on 0 index, what we have? The purchase ID. On the first index we have the date. So let's write here, let's copy this and paste it so many times. Okay, and then respectively specify the things 4, 5, 6, 7. So how many columns do I have? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we have the 9 records. So that's it. So I think no, from 0 to 8 we got 9, but I have counted from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That means 10 records in total. So these are the 10 records in total. Okay, now let's check what's the output of this. So preview, and you see the data is coming, but it is going outside the region of the paper. Okay, so we have to now focus on the designing of the report. So we have successfully created the report for the purchase invoice. Now let's go and try to edit the report. Alright guys, so this is the FPDF tutorial website. Okay, and here you see if I wanted to apply the header, so just copy this. In order to save time, I'm doing this effort. Okay, and paste it here inside the, you can say inside this page. So that's my function. Okay, so if I wanted to add the logo, I'll use the logo.png. so let's pick up an image for the logo. Okay, so I have this logo.png already. Let me show you that, but it's inside my images folder. So images /logo.png. okay, let me show you the image for the logo. That is not inside this htdocs, inventory portal, and images, and you see I have this logo image inside my images folder. Okay, so that's why I've used images. Okay, and then it is let me show you the further parameters for this image. Here it's not working, the IntelliSense is not working. Okay, let's go to the this page, and here we can see the logo printed with the image method. By specifying the upper left corner, its width and height is calculated automatically with respect to the image proportions. Okay, so it's basically the specifications for the placement of the image on the page. Okay, and then it's the font. So fonts, let's say I'm using Times New Roman and bold, and header should be 15. Okay, and then font has been set. Then the title, so the title is purchase, let me write here, purchase invoice. Okay, so this is very easy, and it is center, and the borders are there, not the borders is this, and the width and the height, everything. Okay, now let's check, and then the line function for space, for giving the space. Okay, so that's my header, and it will call automatically, we don't need to call it. Okay, now the problem is coming here at this point. The reason is, let me check the issue, why it is showing me error. Okay, because of this comma, sorry for that. Okay, now let's check what's the output. Okay, it's saying that cannot redeclare the header. Let us check. Sorry guys, one thing that I need to create here is a new, sorry, PHP file. So new PHP, and because this all is a class overview, so class in so we need to create a class, okay, inside PHP. So you can say reporting dot PHP. Okay, so the page has been saved. Now here I'm going to include PHP, and then what we need to do, we need to create a class just like this. Okay, so I wanted to require the PDF file first of all here in this, and then my FPDF is inside the report folder. Let us verify here from the example. You see this is the thing. Okay, so let's copy this and paste it here inside this, and now we need to create a class inside PHP. So class ABC that gets the FPDF and come inside. Okay, so inheritance is there. Now what we need to do, we need to call this function header and remove from here and paste it here. Okay, so that's my function inside the header. So it basically overrides, because header function is already defined inside the FPDF class, so I have overridden these things here. Okay, now the next step, you see here we have the footer as well, and then the page is loaded. Okay, so instantiation of the class, and then everything is the same, and then we need to so what we have to do, we have to call the PDF equals to new PDF, and the rest of the things remains the same. Okay, so here instead of calling here, let's copy and paste, and here we need to call the file, the class that I have, the reporting PHP file. So reporting.php. okay, and instead of creating the new FPDF today, now what we have to do, we have to create the object of our class. Okay, and then we have to do the rest of the things like this. Okay, so just copy this, okay, and come here and paste it here. Okay, so you see, add NB alias pages, add page, remove this from here, set font should be removed. Okay, now we have to check what's the output of this report example. So it said that class PDF not found. Okay, I haven't renamed that, sorry, just copied and pasted. So my class name is, inside reporting we have the ABC class. Okay, so we have to write here ABC. Okay, so where is that ABC? I have to mention here. Okay, ABC. Okay, that's my class name. Now save this, and now let's check it out. So you see the logo is there, the purchase invoice heading is there, and now likewise we'll continue the design. So guys, now let's copy and paste the footer. Okay, inside the class, copy this and come here and go to the reporting. Inside this class, let's override the footer function. So the position is from the bottom, and it should be minus set y, means so vertical position from the bottom. Okay, position at 1.5 centimeter from bottom, that's the thing. Then we have the font, and then at the bottom it's showing the page number with the help of the page number function, and it should be aligned, and then this is hard coded concatenation, and that's it. So let's save this and again execute this page. So you see at the bottom we have page 1 of 1, we have the header, we have the footer. Now we have to arrange the, you can say, these things accordingly. Okay, for that purpose let's go to the FPDF, and you see at this point we have the line breaks, the colors, the multi columns, the tables. So let's go to the tables tutorial, and here you see again inside that same class there are certain things that has been utilized here. Okay, so headers, fancy table, so everything you have to recall here in order to create your tables and your things. Okay, so I think this is the design stuff, and I think you can do these things by yourself and add the respective code inside this new class, and then design the report in your way. Okay, so I think that's all for today, and hope you have learned how to professionally call the purchase invoice report. Now the next thing that we have to do will be the calling of the report via purchase invoice. So when let me show you that, but we'll do inside in the next lecture. Okay, so it's my purchase invoice, right? So open it. Here when we display the results, let me show you that at the end where we are displaying the result here. So when the results has been displayed successfully, here we have to load our PHP page. That was this one. Okay, so we'll do this in the next lectures, but hopefully you have learned today how to design the report for the purchase invoice, what should be the query for the purchase invoice, and how the data is coming on the purchase invoice. Okay, so that's all. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe and press the bell icon for latest tutorials. Thank you so much. Take care. Allah Hafiz.